So when it comes to acute injuries or trauma injury, we have, let's say, a sprained ankle, or you strain your wrist, right? Something happened, you went skiing, or you fell off a bike, or for some of us, you just don't look where you're going and you fell off on the sidewalk. That can happen too. We've all done that. So if there's an acute injury, as in the ligament, tendons, and joint injury, right? So the first thing is there is pain that is local, and it's stabbing acute pain. Let's say it's a sprained ankle, right? So if I sprain my ankle, it is going to be stabbing acute pain. So stabbing acute pain in TCM is blood stasis. It's like purple in the area, it's really bruised, you sprained your ankle, it is stabbing pain. So when there is stabbing acute pain, that usually most of the time turn purple pretty quick, that is blood stasis. The second thing is, most of the time when you do an acute injury, there is swelling, right? It's going to swell in that area. So here we go. Swelling is usually dampness, right? That's the second thing that we're going to have, is we're going to have dampness because it's going to swell. The third thing is there's massive inflammation, right? That's the body's response to the acute injury. So there's inflammation, which feels usually hot to the touch, right? So inflammation and hot to the touch is going to be excess heat, right? So this is excess heat in there. So there is definitely those three that are coming up. Blood stasis for the pain, dampness for the swelling, and heat for the inflammation and the hot to the touch. Now, this is why in conventional medicine, they're going to say, let's put some ice on it to bring the inflammation down because of the heat, right? In TCM perspective, we usually don't like to put ice anywhere, right? Because it blocks circulation. So it's a very different approach. But at the same time, you do what you feel is best for you. I'm just telling you that's a TCM approach, right? Because we're talking TCM right now. So the first thing we want to do is we want to move blood, because there's blood circulation issue. So move blood, we want to do Li4, which we had said no matter what, we have to put that point because it is a point for pain. It relieves pain, right? So it has to be there. But I would also put liver 3, because liver 3 moves chi and chi moves blood. So to open the gate, get the flow going, right? Get all the flow going. Then you want to remove the dampness. So usually one of the best points to remove the dampness will be spleen 9. Right? We would put spleen 9 to decrease the swelling. And then we want to get rid of the excess heat, or we want to bring the heat down. So basic point to bring the heat down would be Li11. Then, of course, if it's affecting the tendons, the ligament, the joints, which it could be if you have like rotator cuff injury, if you have sprain of your wrist or strain of your ankle, so you have to put that influential point of all the sinews, tendons, ligaments, joints, which is gallbladder 34. So now you have to put this. So if someone comes home and they have, or a patient just sprained their ankle, this is very simple. So you want to do local point and distal point, right? So to help out. You want to do stomach 36 to help the healing process go faster, right? So we have the local, we have the distal, and we have stomach 36 for healing perspective. So if you do this, the closest to the injury time, the faster the recovery. The closest to the injury time, the faster the recovery. If you just have the patient that sprained their ankle today or yesterday, the healing is going to go so fast if you do acupuncture right away on it. If it's a week later, it might take a little bit longer depending on the person's basic pattern. If they're very weak, very deficient, their essence is low, or they're older, or they have really a weakness, as in they're very deficient, it might take a long time to heal, right? So it depends on a lot of factors. But in general, the closest to the injury, the faster to the heal. So that's for your acute injury, basic stuff, right? That's really easy. We don't have to do a lot. That makes it easy. Hopefully that makes sense. Again, do local point unless the person doesn't want you to touch them on the area because it's so painful. Do distal point, relieve the patterns, and then add up gallbladder 34 and stomach 36 to it. Easy? Good? Okay.